And what can you say about Houston? And I want to talk about the Cougars now for a while because this is just a beautiful program. It's a beautiful, obviously, asset for college basketball. But my heart breaks tonight for Houston, especially Emmanuel Sharp, who, again, was such a vital part of this run for Houston over the last couple of months. But in the last minute of tonight's game against Florida, continually came up short. Emmanuel Sharp had a turnover late in the game tonight. He also had a turnover with about a minute left. And Emmanuel Sharp also is in a situation where he did not even get a shot off to have a chance to either tie or win the game for the Cougars. But this, again, is the other side of things. You've heard me on television. You've obviously read on social media. In March, there's the dark side of March. The dark side of April might be even darker. And my heart breaks for Emmanuel Sharp. My heart breaks for Kelvin Sampson and Kellen Sampson, guys that were within inches of winning a national championship. And this, to me, is something that is somewhat similar to what we saw on Saturday when Duke blew the lead and lost to Houston. I said on Saturday night that this loss reminded me of when Wisconsin in 2015 had a 9-point lead against Duke in the national championship game, with Frank Kaminsky, the National Player of the Year, on its roster, and it lost the game. And you say to yourself, if you're a Wisconsin fan, when are we going to be back in that situation? When are we going to have a scenario where we are going to have a 9-point lead in the second half with the National Player of the Year on our roster? And then I said Saturday night, when is Duke going to have a 9-point lead with 3 minutes to go in a national semifinal and then be in a situation where you have a generational talent on your team as well and you lose the game? And if you're Kelvin Sampson, you're Houston, and you've been knocking at the door and you're this close to winning it all, you may never again be as close as you were tonight. And for that staff, who are such good people, regular people, people's people, your heart breaks. It's a very, very bitter pill to swallow for Houston. But this is part of it. If you're going to have the euphoria that you had on Saturday, you are going to have to deal with the other side of things. And the other side is the dark side of March.